be traced back to the revelations from NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. Glenn Greenwald has published the lion's share of those revelations. He's an investigative reporter and columnist for Britain's Guardian newspaper. He joins us tonight. I want to play something that Vice President Dick Cheney said to Jake Tapper when he interviewed him earlier this week. Tapper asked him about Edward Snowden. I want to play what he said.
The problem I have with Snowden is he had access to classified information. He violated the conditions under which he got those. He's a traitor, pure and simple. And I don't think you can judge him any other way. There's some people want to say, well, he's a whistleblower. He's no whistleblower. He's done enormous damage to the United States by talking about sources and methods and the way we collect intelligence. And that's a violation of law.
A number of people early on said that about Snowden, have sort of come around and changed their opinion, but clearly Vice President Cheney has not. Doesn't sound like he is going to. How do you respond to what he said?
I'm really glad Dick Cheney is available to speak on this, because I think he underscores the most important point. Remember, Dick Cheney is a politician who engaged in some of the worst, most radical and criminal conduct in the last century in the United States, and did it all in secret, from lying about the war in Iraq to torturing people, to putting people in cages with no lawyers, to eavesdropping on the American people without the warrants required by law. So, of course, political people like Dick Cheney, people in political power, always want to be able to do what they do behind a wall of secrecy, because that's how they abuse power. And they always consider those who bring transparency to what they do to be evil, treasonous people. Edward Snowden is considered a hero around the world and in the United States. He's received all kinds of whistleblowing awards because he did what people of conscience do, which is tell the world about things that they should know that the world's most powerful people are trying to keep concealed. It's created a worldwide debate over internet freedom and the value of privacy and the danger of surveillance. It's created movements for reform in all kinds of legislatures around the world, including in the United States, and the world is much, much better off that the Dick Cheneys of the world aren't able to abuse their power in secret.
So when somebody like Cheney or anybody says that it has done harm, what Snowden has done harm to the United States, have you seen any actual proof of harm to the United States? Is there any proof that could be shown to you that would make you believe that it has harmed the United States?
Let a single government official who goes on television and says that anything that we've published has harmed the United States point to a single fact that we've published that has resulted in any tangible harm and make them say what that harm is. The terrorists have always known forever that the United States government is trying to monitor their communications. We didn't tell the terrorists anything they didn't already know. What we told the world, what they didn't know, is that this spying system is directed at innocent people, people who have nothing to do with terrorists, people who are involved in economic trade, that it's all about bulk spying to increase the power of American political officials. And what Dick Cheney and Barack Obama and Keith Alexander are angry about is not that we harm national security. What they're angry about is that we harm their reputations and their credibility by exposing their wrongful acts to the world that they wanted to keep secret.